Hello, relatives. Welcome to this week's Schlagbite for the week, August 22nd, 2016, entitled The Coming of the Messiah. I just returned from one of my favorite places in the world, a place that always replenishes and fills my soul. It's my annual clown trip to the Amazon with my holy brother Patch Adams and 100 clowns from all around the world. We go to the Festival de Belén in Iquitos, Peru, where we've worked with kids for the last decade, conducting workshops, performing street theater, community art projects, health education projects, and for the last 5 years, we've been conducting mental health clinics in the streets that are staffed by clowns who are also healthcare professionals. We find a suitable place and then walk through the streets with a bullhorn posting leaflets that announce our mental health clinic. We tell the people that we are health professionals and will talk to anybody about anything that might be troubling or of concern to them. I've written about the impact of these brief encounters on both patients and clinicians, and you can read it in detail on my website at healingdoc.com under the articles banner. But in 20 minutes of active listening, where the focus of the exchange is less problem-oriented and more solution-focused, it has enormous impact. We focus on strengths and resilience and reinforcing dreams. We prescribe no drugs. We do give vitamins to adults and kids, and sometimes also sacred amulets. I've previously described meeting Maria at such a street clinic 3 years ago. Maria was a middle-aged woman who just got out of the church that was across the street from where we were setting the clinic up, and she was weeping openly. A clown approached her and suggested she might want to talk to a mental health professional who happened to be here right at this moment. And Maria came and sat down and told me her story. And that after 8 months of praying every day here and not receiving a sign from God providing any relief, she decided that today was the day she was going to kill herself. And I believed that she could do it. There are no hospitals, treatment centers, emergency shelters for the poor. So at the end of our talk, Maria promised not to kill herself until she came to see me again at another clinic, which was going to be 2 days later. And indeed, she came back with 2 daughters, and together we made a plan that helped them move beyond their suffering. I revisited Maria last year and saw her daughters and new grandson in a new home in which they were happily living and sustaining themselves. We talked, and when it was time to say goodbye, it was filled with such passion and love that I promised I would make this an annual visit. So, last week I visited Maria and the family again. I was greeted with passionate hugs and tears of joy, and then we sat down and reviewed our lives. Maria told me that people in her community were now coming to her for counsel, that when they were suicidal, they sought her out. They knew she had felt the same emotions and had survived. And Maria tells them her story. The miraculous appearance, as she says, of a tall gringo clown doctor who saved her when she had decided to kill herself. She tells them what she learned about how to build on her strengths, how important it was to stay connected to your children, and how to reach out for support so you don't have to face your burdens alone. Maria reminds them of hope. She is a credible witness who helps them see new possibilities. This is my vision of community mental health. We always begin and end with hugs and kisses and tears, and we always remind each other of the miraculous. I told them I'm coming back every year because feeling such unconditional love reminded me of my mother, who greeted my weekly phone calls on the Sabbath with the same intensity as if I were the coming of the Messiah. Have a great week. Remember, stay connected to something other than yourself that fills you with joy. It's the antidote in these times in which it is sometimes stolen. Have a good week. I say this for all my relations. Me takwiyasi.